Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. I'm a pharmacist. In this video, let's talk about using Forskolin for weight loss. We'll talk about dosing, side effects, does it work, those sorts of things. So first thing I like to talk about is what is it actually doing in your body? What's the mechanism of action? What we think is going on is that it can be increasing what's called cyclic AMP. Cyclic AMP can be tied into your metabolism and how your body is producing energy. But I also want to point out that's a theory at this point. We don't know exactly how it's doing that, but we think that's what's going on in your body. Now let's look at some of the studies because they are a little mixed, and I'll kind of summarize them at the end here. But the first one, they used a 10% extract. They gave 250 milligrams of forskolin twice a day. They did it for 12 weeks. And what they found was that there was actually no weight loss, but they did see a reduction in body fat of just over 4%, which is fairly significant. In the placebo group, there was a reduction in body fat as well, but it was much smaller. It was 0.96%. This was done in overweight, obese men. So the body fat reduction was interesting, no weight loss though. Second study, we have 250 milligrams twice a day. Again, they did this before meals. They also did it for 12 weeks. They did not see a reduction in weight versus the placebo group. This was also done in obese patients. However, it was done following a calorically restricted diet. So that may have played into it. These people, lost enough weight that their metabolism kind of cranked back a little bit. Then the last one was interesting. This was a meta-analysis. Meta-analysis means you're kind of going out into the literature, you're gathering the studies you can find. They looked at 7 that involved Forskolin. 4 of those were placebo controlled, which we like to see. Those are kind of the gold standard. And interestingly, in those, they did find a decrease in weight and also a decrease in body fat. So that was very promising. The other thing I want to point out as far as Forskolin goes is that the studies didn't report a lot of side effects. The literature in general doesn't appear to have a ton of side effects associated with it. So in my mind, would I recommend it for weight loss? Is it something that could help? I do think it's something that can help. It does appear to be even more effective for decreasing body fat rather than just weight. But we do have studies showing that you can see weight loss with it. Now, I have to stress that it's not going to override if you have a crappy diet, right? You have to have some other things in line. But I think if somebody were obese and they're getting their diet dialed in and they need a little help, it may be a good option. It may be a good option for somebody that's not obese as well. I just like to always preface that because sometimes people have garbage diets and they want to take supplements to fix the issue. That's not going to do it long term, but it appears to be safe. It appears to be fairly effective. So, it's more of a thumbs up for me than a thumbs down. So let me know in the comments, have you tried this? Did you get side effects? Was it effective? That's really helpful for me to know, helpful for other people that watch the video as well. Okay. Speaking of which, hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.